It's weather for Weather Geeks time. It is Wednesday afternoon. Welcome back, everyone. It's still warm. It's still sticky out there, but once again, we are primarily thunderstorm free across northeast Ohio and western Pennsylvania. On this Wednesday, I'm recording this in the 2 o'clock p.m. hour, and it's not quite as warm as yesterday at this time, but pretty close. 83 Youngstown, 81 over in Ravenna, 84 Akron Canton, 84 in Newcastle. Here are the dew points. Here they come. Yeah, it's still well into the 60s, although, again, these dew points aren't quite as high as they were yesterday, so I would rank yesterday as a little hotter and more humid than today, although it's still an above average day. Now, in terms of the radar this afternoon, all is quiet. We've got these popcorn cumulus clouds around, but they have not gotten high enough in the sky yet to produce any shower or thunderstorm activity, at least locally. We do have some severe thunderstorm watches and a lot of warnings. Out to the east, everywhere in yellow here, that is a severe thunderstorm watch. Big one, extends from northern North Carolina right up through Maine. And all of these polygons are what we call them. These are individual severe thunderstorm warnings. And all of the action this afternoon's eastern Pennsylvania, Hudson Valley of New York, heading eventually over into parts of eastern New England as well. Wind and hail out of some of these storms out to our east. We're not expecting any severe weather here, but as you can see, there are a few storms trying to pop up in Canada, and I can't rule out one or two storms here before the end of the day. I'll show you the computer models in just a second. Some big changes happening out to our west. Let me take off some of this current information here and focus on what's going on out to the west, because it is not only turning cooler, it's turning less humid as well. Here's a look at the temperatures here in the 2 o'clock hour. Look under the clouds out here to the west. It's no higher than about 60 degrees in the middle of the afternoon in northeast Iowa, Chicago. After a couple of rocking days out there with big thunderstorms, it's cooled off into the 60s, even 50s right along the lakefront in northern Illinois and southeastern Wisconsin. A little taste of fall out here today. Now, this is behind our front that's kind of right out through here. I don't think it'll be this cool here, but this is the air mass that's coming our way, and we'll notice the change certainly as early as tomorrow, but then especially on the 4th, it's going to be much, much cooler than today. Again, quick look at the dew points this afternoon, showing not only, it's cooling off, but it's turning much less humid, with dew points back across the Midwest dropping through the 50s, and that's the air mass that's getting set to head our way. Real quick look at the tropics, because we do have Arthur down off the coast of Florida. Pretty healthy looking tropical storm here. A center of circulation becoming very well defined over the last several hours. So I let the data reload. There's Arthur, pretty much due east or east-northeast of Orlando right now and the Space Coast. And the track of Arthur will take it kind of on a path like this. I'll pan up here. If you have anybody, if you have any relatives vacationing or that live down in the Carolinas, this is of course a concern. Now, those who are vacationing for the 4th in Hilton Head and up towards Myrtle Beach, this is going to be a real glancing blow. There'll be some brief gusty winds and some rain bands here and there as well with some thunder, but not a big deal for most of those locales. Now, the Outer Banks, a little bit of a different story. This is going to track kind of like this. And so this may even ramp up to a Category 1 or outside chance of a Category 2 hurricane as it passes over the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And this would be late tomorrow night, and then it exits first thing Friday morning on the 4th. So Cape Hatteras, Cape Fear, Cape Lookout, all of some very popular vacation spots on the Outer Banks will be impacted by Arthur right before the holiday. Like I said, by the morning of the 4th, it'll probably be up here and quickly scooting off to the north and east with big-time improvement for the holiday down across the rest of the Carolinas. All right, let's head back home here, talk about our weather and the chances for some thunderstorms as we head towards the evening hours. Again, the chances aren't real good, but I can't rule out that some of us are going to get a downpour before the afternoon is through. Simulated radar based on our high-resolution short-term model here. Here's 4 o'clock, still not much going on. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, kind of ho-hum here. Particularly looks like off to the west of Youngstown, we've got the shot of real scattered hit-or-miss storms. No severe weather with this, but sure, you can get a downpour in a couple of backyards and some brief thunder and lightning. And then it's 8 o'clock this evening, 9 o'clock. Once we lose the daylight, the heating of the day, these are going to gradually fade away for the most part. Focus on tomorrow real briefly, because tomorrow, that's the day our cold front's coming through. I'm going to skip ahead to midday tomorrow. And this is at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Our front's pushing through, and particularly east-southeast of Youngstown, pretty good chance of a shower and a thunderstorm around late morning, midday on Thursday. Let me take this hour by hour real quick here. Here's 10 in the morning, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, right around midday. Some of us will get a little wet, with the best chance for some heavier rain south and east of us. Middle of the afternoon tomorrow, just east of Pittsburgh, over towards Altoona and Johnstown, maybe State College. Be some heavy storms over there, but we're probably ready to sound the all clear in terms of rain by late afternoon here on Thursday. You're going to start to notice the drop in the humidity as well. And certainly that's going to set the stage for a much more comfortable night tomorrow night and a very comfortable, even a little, dare I say, cool day on the 4th. So let's talk about the 4th and beyond. This is Friday afternoon. There's Arthur scooting off the East Coast, glancing below for southern New England, an ugly 4th of July for the beaches of Long Island and southern Connecticut, Rhode Island, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket. All of those places will have an ugly 4th of July, unfortunately, hurting their tourist-related revenue, unfortunately. But for us, we're going to have a good-looking day. High pressure will be out here. I do think with a trough of low pressure in the upper levels, in other words, a cool pocket of air upstairs, it's not a totally sunny day Friday. In fact, some of the time it may even be kind of a mix of sun and clouds, perhaps even briefly mostly cloudy. But most importantly, no heat, no humidity. If you want to get outside, no problems with rain. And for the 4th of July fireworks, not only here in Youngstown, but anywhere across the region on Friday. Of course, that'll be towards 9, 10 o'clock in the evening. It's jacket and sweater weather for some of us. I suspect by fireworks time Friday evening, some temperatures will be dropping back into the middle and upper 50s. Comfortable, yes, but hardly shorts weather for some people anyway. I might wear shorts, but for some of us, 50s is getting a little cool. So be prepared for that if you're going to be outdoors enjoying fireworks Friday evening. Smooth sailing then through the weekend. No rain, it looks like. Now the GFS does bring in late on Sunday, maybe a shower or a thunderstorm, but I suspect that's a little too fast. I think we're going to continue a dry forecast through Sunday with increasing chances for some wet weather early next week. So here's how the 4th weekend breaks down. Middle 70s, and that might be even a touch optimistic on Friday. There's a chance maybe our high is closer to 72, maybe 73. That's almost 10 below average. But then good shot at 80 or above for Saturday and for Sunday. So good news all around for the holiday weekend. Quick look at the long range. This covers the 7 to 14 day period. So this is the morning of the 9th through the morning of the 16th, heading into the middle of July here. Cooler than average, middle of the country. Warmer than average out west. And we're kind of on the border in northeast Ohio, western Pennsylvania, between that cooler than average air mass and a typical July air mass. So I would expect a lot of days as we head into the 2nd, perhaps even 3rd week of July, a lot of days pretty close to average, and that's in the lower 80s. So nothing real remarkable here in the longer range. Best chance for a sustained cool period is out across the middle of the country. All right, that's the Wednesday weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have you updated tonight on 21 News at 6 and 11. I will have you updated on social media as always. And if you're an early riser, you'll always want to check out WFMJ Today. It's a great show. Jess does a great job in the morning bringing you updated forecasts and waking you up. Lots and lots of energy on that morning show. I enjoy filling in occasionally. It's a lot of fun. So if you're an early riser and a little new to that, be sure and check that out. In the meantime, another Weather Geek video Thursday afternoon.